Hi guys, so it's here. So by the time this video has finished recording, it should be around New Year's Eve. Well, New Year's Eve in America and some parts of the world. And Happy New Year's to everyone in Australia and of course around the world. Now, welcome to another review. Welcome to season 5 of NCIS. Now, this season is actually shortened. There's only 19 episodes, so this is technically the shortest season of NCIS, and it was originally released between 2007 and 2008. So I just want to try and kind of summarize this entire season for you guys, because I don't want it to be as long as some of my reviews because of how short it is. So I'm just going to give you the gist of it. So we come back from the season 4 finale, and basically Tony is technically still undercover, but reveals that he is actually not as he say he is. I cannot pronounce his ex properly because I just can't pronounce it properly. Her father is aware of Tony's real identity, reveals it to Jean, I think it is. Like I said, I cannot pronounce it properly. The team was led to believe that Tony was dead, but that didn't happen. And it definitely concludes the kind of a story as well. So basically, like we went to Jenny Shipper for protection, but she doesn't do it, and he at the end of the episode they go to his ship, to his boat. He's not there. He turns out to have been killed, and in episode 14 we get to learn more about that. So like I said, this season's really short. There's some good episodes like episode 3, which is for X-File. Go see it. NCIS hits 100 episodes, which is fantastic landmark for any show, and that is Chimera. I would recommend you going to see that episode. With episode 7, which is the very next one, which is Requiem. It's basically Gibbs's in this episode it has something to do with Kelly, Gibbs's daughter that was unfortunately murdered, which breaks my heart. This is an episode of him letting her go, and an old friend of Kelly comes into the episode. A lot that goes down, and I recommend you actually going to see that episode because it basically almost brings me to tears. I'm just summarizing it for you guys. In episode 9, Lost and Found, you see this kid, we get to have this kid in the episode that is like a mini dinosaur, and it's actually very creepy, but it's so good, it's worth going. So go see that. Another episode is 10, and it's Corporal Punishment. Now, I do recommend you actually watching the episode to really make sense of it all, because this me saying it to you is just going to get confused. Another one was Tribes, which is the next one after that. It's a good episode. Recommend you going to see that. Dog Tags. Recommend you going to see that completely. So we come to episode 14. Now this is the conclusion of a Lagwemwe entire storyline. We discover of his body. FBI is investigating all of Gibbs' team, and not only that, but also Jenny Shepard. We get introduced to the vice director, who's now the current director of NCIS, and which is Vance. And when you first meet him, it's like, nope, but throughout the entire seasons that he has been on, you're like, oh, he's not a bad guy, but he takes over. Tony's ex blames him for the murder. He's really angry, and it just puts a massive conclusion to the actual storyline, and I do recommend you actually seeing the episode. There's a lot of other great episodes, but I want to focus on the last 2 episodes because it literally makes me cry. So basically episode 18, which is Judgment Day, part 1. So basically this is the last episode that Lauren Holly actually stars at Jenny Shepherd, and it just breaks my heart. I think she's such an amazing actress. I think that she could have gone so much more with her character, more in depth. I would love to see her do a lot, but that's just how shows are written, unfortunately. But basically a lot happened. Went to a retired NCIS agent in Los Angeles. Went with Jenny to as her protection. Basically a mission that Gibbs and also the person that were on a mission. Basically it was like a full-on something happened in a mission, and you will see more when you actually watch the episode, and I'm recommending you go see it. Unfortunately at the end you find Tony and Zeba seeing the aftermath of a massive shootout, and yes, Mark Franks is in both of these episodes, and it's a double episode, so it's all in one for you guys, and it's emotional. And this is just part 1 I'm talking about. It's just so heavily emotional. I'm like, at the end, just crying my eyes up thinking, oh my god. Part 2, which is the last actual part of the season, we see the aftermath of Jenny's death. Vance is technically now the director, kind of as NCIS. Franks did leave the scene after when it happened, and him and Gibbs decided at the end of the episode just to get rid of it all. That was linked to Jenny's death and the others, and you will see in the episode Tony and Zeba feel so responsible for it, and I feel for him. All the others found out that she died. Everyone is so heartbroken, and makes me heartbroken. Now to the last scene of the entire season I just want to talk about, and then I'm gonna end it. Basically they were all sent to the director's office after Jenny's funeral. Basically Gibbs gets a whole new team. Zeba gets sent back to Iraq. McGee goes to cybercrimes, and Tony goes to this place I cannot pronounce, and I apologize. And like I said, Gibbs gets a new team, and it has to do something with the first episode of season 6. Well, this episode has gone very long, and I was wondering, I didn't want that, but oh well. But remember, you can get all 5 seasons of NCIS on DVD, and including up to 13 too. I'm going to relax and do nothing for the rest of the night. But anyway, like I said, hope you all have a great New Year's. Be safe, and I'll catch you all soon.